Dear students, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. Hope this very video finds you in good health. See the very topic written by me, adjective clause, its definition, uses with linkers. So don't be late, let's start the class. Adjective clause, its definition, and also the linkers. Before starting the very lesson, we have to know the very definition of adjective clause. What is an adjective clause? An adjective clause is a group of words which does the work in a sentence like an adjective. We all know what is an adjective. An adjective is used actually to modify any noun or a pronoun. That's when it's one of the kinds of parts of speech. Out of the 8 kinds of parts of speech, adjective is one of them, and an adjective is used to modify any noun or a pronoun. According to Rain and Martin, an adjective clause is a group of words which contains a subject. Actually, an adjective clause must have a subject and also a predicate of its own and does the work of an adjective. There are some examples written by me. The very first one is Elizabeth is the beautiful girl who did the work. Next one is this is the place where Ravi was born. I knew Smith whose pen was lost. I have found the pen which I lost yesterday. All the underlined portions, actually in the very 4 sentences there are some underlined portions, and all the portions are adjective clause or instances of adjective clause. Then linker. Actually we use adjective clause to join 2 sentences or to make the sentence complex one. Actually it is very essential to learn adjective clause to join 2 sentences or more than 2 sentences. When we are going to join, we have to use linkers. Then there are some relative pronouns: who, whose, whom, that, which. These are the relative pronouns, and these are used actually to join 2 sentences based on adjective clause or relative clause. Because you all know that adjective clause is also known as relative clause. Relative clause. Next one, relative adverbs. There are some 4: why, where, how, and when. These are the relative adverbs, and these are used actually to join 2 or more than 2 sentences or to make the sentence complex one. Then let's start the very first one, who. When do we use who? When the adjective clause begins with who, it becomes subject. That's mean to refer to subject, we have to use who. Example, Ram is a good boy, he is my brother. See the very 2 sentences, Ram is a good boy. Here Ram becomes the subject and boy is the same subject. Instead of boy, we have to use who. Or Ram is a good boy, who is my brother. We have to wipe out who, he, and we have to use who. The joint is Ram is a good boy, who is my brother. Next one, whose. When the adjective clause begins with whose, it tells us possession. Example, Ram was a good boy, his purse was lost. That's when whose purse was lost? Ram's purse. Then it tells us that it becomes a possession between the 2 sentences. Ram was a good boy, whose purse was lost. The joint is there in the following: Ram was a good boy, whose purse was lost. Next one, whom. When the adjective clause begins with whom, it becomes subject. Example, Ram was a good boy, we all know him. See the very changes or the joined one. Ram was a good boy, whom we all know. See the very discussion in the sentence. Here Ram was a good boy, whom we all know. Whom do we know? We all know Ram. Here Ram becomes the object in the next word. That's when we have to use whom here. Next, that or which. When the antecedent becomes an inanimate object, except human beings, inanimate object, we have to use that or which. Except human beings, when we refer to other animals, we have to use that or which. Remember, in this respect, they become subject. Moreover, we have to use of which if it becomes possessive case. If it does not tell us it's a human being or person, then we have to use that or which. Suppose it's a bird one or animal one, etc. And except human beings and also or besides the birds or animals, we have to use that or which if it tells us that it's an inanimate object. And when it tells us that it's possessive case, then we have to use of which. There are so many examples of these kinds. This is the pen that which my father gave me. Here that and which. Here the pen becomes the subject. This is the pen which my father gave me. Here it becomes subject that or which. Out of the two, we have to use anyone as alternative. I saw the bird that which red in color. We may use that here or which also. This is my shirt of which two buttons are missing. Here see the very joint. Actually, of which it tells us possession. This is my shirt of which two buttons are missing or got missing also. Next linker is where. When an adjective clause begins with where, it becomes a place. Example, this is London, Elizabeth was born here. Then the joined one, this is London where Elizabeth was born. London and where is the same thing. Actually, it tells us place. And London here becomes the antecedent. I must give the discussion of antecedent. Next one, when. When an adjective clause begins with when, the antecedent becomes time. Example, Roman will come. I know the time. Then the joined one, I know the time when Roman will come. Next one is why. When an adjective clause begins with why, the antecedent becomes the reason. Example, Roman has failed. Tell me the reason. Then the joined one, tell me the reason why Roman has failed. Tell me the reason why Roman has failed. Next one, regarding adverbial linker. When an adjective clause begins with the relative adverb how, the antecedent becomes the process or the way. Actually, how we do it. Example, he solved the sum. This is the way. Then this is the way how he solved the sum. The way and how both are same in this case. Next one, see the very definition of antecedent. An antecedent is a noun or a pronoun which is modified by a relative pronoun or relative adverb. That's mean the way, the reason, etc. all become antecedent. Suppose this one, this is London where Elizabeth was born. Then where is used to modify London. Then London here becomes an antecedent. And an antecedent is very important regarding adjective clause, because if there is no antecedent, then it doesn't become a relative clause or adjective clause, and it's very essential to join two sentences based on adjective clause or relative clause. So dear students, this is all about the very class of adjective clause. We have already learned the very definition of adjective clause, the very uses of adjective clause. Hope this very video is helpful for all of you. If you are new on my channel, you may subscribe English Academy Devashish channel. And if it is very fruitful for all of you, you may like it, comment it, and also share it. Thank you for watching.